Hello and thanks for joining me for some more Space Haven, where we started off on the abandoned mining station and we've started building up our ship, and there will be a link in the description below for the full playlist if you're interested in that. But we've pretty much taken all the resources that we can out of this sector at the moment, and we have no option now but to move, to jump, and it's going to be a little bit of a risky jump. We don't have full hull stability. We really need an extra engine, but we don't really have much of a choice at the moment, so we're going to click on jump here, and Bob's going to come over and start firing up the engines here, and we'll just speed that up a little bit. Once they're charged up. Alright, so I'll hit pause for a minute. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be a risky jump here because we have more mass than our two engines can handle. We really need a third one. That's fine. We can still jump. We just might cop a little bit of damage when we do. So over here, it's going to tell you. So we've only got one ship in our fleet. But this is showing us we've got our 7 crew members on board. We've got our 3 crafting hangars. So we haven't built this one yet. We're putting a starfighter in there, but we've got our 2 pods and our shuttle, and we'll be leaving 3 behind. So there's two builders there and a shuttle. So all right, so what we need to do now is hit jump, and that's going to tell us also what we're leaving behind, as long as we've got all our crew members aboard, which we do. And this is going to pop up with the main story quest, which I'll let you read that. You can pause and read that if you want. But basically, these guys are a bunch of refugees. I'll let you read the second page of that. You can pause and read that one. And the third one. And yeah, we can choose to accept it now or accept it later. We'll accept it now. I'll let you pause and read that one. And I'll let you pause and read that one. And then we come in here where we choose what reward to take. And we can either take cash, or we can take special credits that only these guys, the Haven Foundation, accept. That they sometimes have some good deals. We don't get that right now. This is what we get once we've done the quest. So we're going to choose that one and hit accept. And so those guys are basically, they're a bunch of refugees with a whole bunch of people in hypersleep. They're actually in this Exodus fleet over here. And they want us to help them out, help them find a new home. And over here, this is the sector that we're in. And this is the one next to us. We can see that there's a station in here. And we've got a military ship as well, by the looks of it. But there's nothing there that we can really harvest. And we can't see what's over here. Here or here. We'll see that once we get here, but we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go straight back down into the sector that we just came from. And we can do that either by clicking drop here, or we can click on here and we can click on here again. Once we've clicked on it once, it shows you what's down here, saying there's a claimable ship, which is the station. So we're going to drop back down in there. We're going to come up here right next to the station here and deploy. And why are we doing this? Because this station is now here as a claimable ship. It's not a ship, but it's classed as a claimable ship up here. And when we click on it, we can either reclaim it or abandon it. If we reclaim it, we can use the facilities again, but we still can't build or dismantle things manually from it. However, what we can do is we can abandon it, and now we can start salvaging the stuff from it, which we are going to do. And it looks like we did cop a little bit of damage there, but not too much. We're going to bring this hull out a little bit so we can pop an extra engine in there. Also want to get some solar power going. Let me see. Alright, pop one of those there. We'll bring this out like that. Hopefully we get enough tech scrap from here to be able to build our third engine. Let's have a look here. Okay, we've got that set up to recycle, so that's fine. We're possibly going to need some more thermal regulators too. Pop one in here for now. I'm going to pop an extra one in here. And maybe we'll one over here. Oops. Okay. Let's get another solar panel in here. And possibly get the infra blocks from here. Let's have a look and see how they're going over here. Get the tech scrap first because that's what we were most desperate for. All right, let's get our next hyperdrive in here, and that'll should fix our stability problems. Should give us enough, providing we can get a tech block. Let's have a look in here. Research our composter, which we're going to need more tech blocks for. Okay, so we've got tech scrap, and we've done 0.6 of a tech block, so we might get that. Just. Yeah. Might just get that tech block done. Yeah, maybe not. Get it or not? I don't know if we got it. Looks like it may have been used up elsewhere. Or if they're just not taking it out. Well, we've got more tech scraps here, so see how we go. Does look like they have collected all the tech scrap though, so get them working on the infra and the soft. We may need to disassemble a second research station if we don't get enough tech blocks from here. We're still doing tech scraps here. We'll see how we go. Let's prioritize that. And the hull blocks we'll get once we start pulling the hull down from here. That should be fine. All right, we got enough. Yeah, we got enough tech. That's good. Okay. All right. In that case, we are gonna extend this out a little bit more here. Oops. Close that. Pause that so we don't get interrupted again while we're doing this. What are you doing to me? Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Alright. Bring this out a little bit more. Hopefully we've got enough stuff to get another solar panel up. Alright, we won't have the whole blocks. We won't have enough whole blocks to finish that just yet. But we will get some. Okay, now this says that we don't have any, but obviously we do because we just built that hull. Power, solar panel. Alright, I'm gonna move this. Move this up here. Move this one here. And we're going to put in a couple of these ones. Put in another one over here. Fit one there, that'll be fine. Alright, how are we doing over here? Okay, so we're done there, so let's get the hull scraps coming in. Wait. Okay. Yep, that's fine. It does say that we've got all the infra. Might turn that back on, seeing as we don't have any fertilizer coming in. And we're going to need more tech blocks to get our fertilizer up and running. Although we could dismantle our research, our second research bench, and use tech blocks from that, which might not be a bad idea. I mean, I do prefer having the 2 research benches going. It definitely does speed things up. But I think we will. Yeah, let's dismantle that. And let me see. Resources. Composter. Let's get the composter going. That's going to be important. And I think in its place, let's pop in a body storage. Okay, so let's get this going. We'll put that on continuous. We'll put this on continuous. We'll put monster meat in there too. But not the corpses, because we want those for research. Okay, a metal refinery. Going to need that. That is also going to need tech blocks. Tech blocks are the bane of my existence, especially in the early game. Alright, there's our next engine. So we should be able to safely hyperjump now. But we'll wait until we've got all of the stuff from here. Almost done. Alright, there's a third solar panel. That's going to save us a little bit of energium. This stuff. Energium. Let me see. We are out of compost, so that's fine. Okay, does look like we're finished over here, so we really need to get a move on. So let's hit the jump button. All right, and now it doesn't say risky anymore. We can safely jump. We've got our 7 crew. We've got our 4 of 4. And yep, we're just over the mass. So if we build too much more out here, then we are going to need another engine. But we can go ahead and jump out of here now. We can jump across to here. Now, we could possibly do some trading in here. We don't have a lot of cash. So I think what we'll do... Now, we're not going to be able to interact with this guy just yet. But we'll come over here because there's some resources that we can mine. And there's also a derelict ship over here. So let's come over here and we'll drop into here. Shouldn't have sustained any damage this time. There's actually 2 derelict ships there. Let's plonk ourselves in between them. and deploy. Alright, so over here we've got a few things going on. We've got the thermal radiation. It's only low, so it should be okay. If you get a high one, you're going to want to make sure that you have lots of thermal regulators and enough power for them all. But we should be fine with a low one. What happens is this bar fills up, and once it's full, that's at its highest peak. But if you don't have enough regulators, things will overheat, catch on fire, turn into, or get damaged by the heat and whatever. So that's the thermal. We've got asteroids as well. So let me zoom out. Can't see any at the moment. We'll come back to that. This here, we've got stuff floating around. It's in this case, it's a corpse. We'll pick that up. And we've got stuff to mine. So we'll mine that. Now, if you don't have your, alright, if you don't have this ore processor, then you're not going to be able to mine the ores. I think you should be able to mine the Hyperion and any energy, again, the blue one, the Energirium, but you won't be able to mine the ores unless you have that ore processor. You will be able to pick any up though, any loose ones. But okay, we're gonna grab Bob, Captain, Diane, Doug. Gonna draft these four and pop them in the shuttle. Zoom out here and see if I see any asteroids. Don't see any yet. Let's get these guys onto the shuttle. Alright, select the shuttle. Let me see. Alright. Maybe we'll do the big one first. Let's come over. Let's come over here. It's going to be nice and open, where we'll be able to have a bit of a view of what's in here. See anything? Let's float out here. Okay, we've got robots. Let's see if we can take care of these guys now. Being in space does not save you from those guys. Where there's one, there's usually more. Looks like Captain Copter hit. Let me see. Can't use that while wearing a spacesuit. Okay. That's fine. We'll have a quick look in here. And we've got another robot here. Let's see if we can take care of him. Alright, let's get these guys back in the ship. And, oops, no, get in the ship, please. Alright, let's just undraft that. We'll let him go home and heal up a bit. Okay. What are we waiting on here? Alright, that should be fine. Okay. You see a little fighter here. And we've got old McDonald's taking the helm of that. So he's flying around for the asteroids. Which are these little red dots here? They'll be flying around in space. And there's another one over here. And what'll happen is that if they come close enough, we'll try and shoot them down. It's not always going to succeed. There he goes. There we go. And what'll happen is they'll break up and sometimes they'll drop stuff like this. So we want to make sure we collect that. Alright, Captain getting healed up. Let's have a look here. Can't use it on himself right now. That's fine. We've got doctors. Let's undraft you. Oops, we got hit by an asteroid. We've got a fire. Hopefully these guys will put it out. They'll fix things up. Hopefully we don't need tech blocks for that. All right, make sure we pick up all the stuff gets dropped here. Let me see. All right, should be fine. Bob's taking a bit of damage too. How about we let you return home? Okay, assembler. I'm not going to build the assembler. I'm going to wait till we've got the advanced one. Be a bit of a wait for that. We don't have medical supplies. Alright, should be fine. We'll let Bob heal up a bit and then we'll go back over, try these guys out again. We need those resources. Have a look at what we've got here. Make sure we collect that up. Alright, Bob. How about you go catch a couple more hours sleep in the medical bed. Get yourself healed up. Alright. You get healed up. You. I want you. Come and do something. Can't make you manually do anything there. Alright. I think Bob will just have to heal on his own. Make sure we collect up this stuff though. Alright, I think that's about as good as he's going to get. How about you return home? Let's draft these guys again. I mean, I guess I could take somebody other than Bob. But that's fine. Let's get back over here. Try and get this cleared. So let's have a look. Let's come up here. Okay, behind us. Don't have a lot of range with these pistols. So closer. Alright. It's a bit better. Okay. Up here. Let's come through here. There's possibly one or two more robots. We'll just have to keep an eye out for them. We'll take that. Let me see. You can have that. Alright, come back out this way. Let's come over here. Alright. Might be all the robots. Clear in there. Alright, let's come over this corner. Alright, looks fine from here. Let's come through here. We'll grab data log. Okay. So, I don't know if we had a look at this one previously. But it's a little bit of lore. So, I'll let you pause and read that if you want. And bottom half of it, pause and read that one. That one we get on the start, but this one here, yeah, so I think we picked up that one, number 1, in the last episode. But we've got entry number 2 here. So if you want to pause and read that one, what I'll do once we've got the whole lot, I might do a video where I read out the whole lot of each different one. But now you can, well, there's only one line left, so. Okay. So let's continue on here. We need to check in here. Here, and that looks like a shuttle bay. No shuttle there though. Let's open this up. Alright, so we're clear here. We'll undraft and get them started on tech. There's not a lot of stuff loose on there, but we'll get them collecting it. And hopefully they'll get this done. But I think that is probably going to do it for this episode. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.